Someone's all set up with in the night garden, and once again we're all loaded in the car, nice and tight.
We found a Macca's. We don't know if we're getting our coffees.
No, but
we attempted to order.
We're both having withdrawals, so this coffee is disgusting.
McDonald's started serving cafe coffee, and then
in Melbourne.
And then
riots.
There was sort of, there was an uprising, and McDonald's had to issue a public apology for their poor Melbourne coffee performance. But obviously their then revision and training, which they completed, was only Melbourne.
I don't think they fixed the London coffee. So where are we off to? We're going to the north. We're going up north.
We're going to York.
And we're stopping on the way at a tourist destination.
We're driving while working.
We are.
I've been emailing in the passenger seat and talking Jazza through some stuff that's come in, and a few different things have come in. A couple of offers for sponsored videos have come in. We do sponsored videos from time to time. You might have seen some.
So when we do sponsored videos, our highest priority is integrity, because we're communicating to our audience, and what we need to not do is just throw a billboard in their face, blatantly, obviously, take money on the side and disregard the content that they signed up for. So that's our highest priority if we ever do sponsorship videos.
It has to be stuff that's good stuff.
Yeah. Stuff I would probably make on my own anyway.
Interested in.
And that people who watch my content would like to watch regardless, but then works well with a sponsorship. But that being said, like, we turn down sponsorships all the time.
Yeah.
Like, it's a big part of my wife's work is fielding these offers and seeing what fits and what doesn't. And anyone who's familiar with the idea of making a business out of being a YouTuber, it's a major part of how you build a sustainable income out of it.
So we don't by any means take every offer that comes to us. Why do we do sponsored videos at all?
Why do we do sponsored videos? First and foremost, money is the obvious answer, right? It's because YouTube money doesn't pay the bills. So if you're trying to make a business out of something like being a YouTuber, it's difficult but doable. And one of the ways you do that is by diversifying your revenue. One of the ways you diversify your revenue is by sharing monetized content through sponsors to your audience. So it's essentially marketing, but it's a very different form of marketing, because if you do it right, it's sort of like a very sincere form of marketing, because you're essentially only catering to brands.
Not everyone does it like that though.
No. No, they don't. In fact, there are loads of examples of terrible YouTubers and marketers, and like just ruined, like it just makes us look bad. So
why do we do it? We do it because we have to. There's no other way that Jazza could spend time doing the channel.
It empowers us and facilitates us doing the content we love, and allows us more ambition with our content.
But at the same time, we don't have to take every opportunity that comes our way, because that would ruin what you're trying to build.
But then beyond that first answer,
so there's the balance.
Beyond the first answer of helping pay bills, the other answer is it does provide more interesting content on occasion, and a variety of cool stuff. So
like
for example, when I flew to Sydney at the Sydney Opera House, drew Star Wars characters, I wasn't infringing on Star Wars or Disney's copyright, because they paid me to be there and draw stuff. It was a live event, so I got to do Twitch and YouTube at the same time.
So it was really different content.
It was a load of different, new, fun, interesting content, and I think that was a really great example of that serving Disney Star Wars really well, me and my audience really well.
Adobe?
I think everyone won. Yeah.
Adobe's awesome.
Adobe's a perfect example, because I use all of Adobe's software all the time, and now through them sponsoring my channel, it's just a facilitation of that even further. So
they're genuinely awesome. They just help. We actually have had contacts from products that Jazza just didn't believe in, and we were just like an outright no, or products that didn't fit the channel. We obviously
if someone came to us and offered us a whole bunch of money to advertise a piece of crap, it's just a no. It's just a downright no.
Part of my job is going backwards and forwards with whoever it is, the PR agency or the brand themselves, and trying to talk them through making what would make a good video with Jazz's help, we'll make actually a good, interesting video, but also include enough promotion for the sponsor to be happy.
What I honestly think it comes down to is the landscape has completely changed, and marketers, who are the people approaching YouTubers to sponsor videos and things like that, have this old world mentality of, we need the perfect slogan, we need to fit in the wording "out now on DVD," we need to have this or that screen time for exactly this amount of time to get our money's worth. And that's simply not true, because YouTubers and influencers have a completely different landscape and way of marketing, because that's what we're doing. We're marketing ourselves, and it's personal. At the end of the day, like, over 6 years or more, I've built a long-term connection with my audience, and the content I put out there really matters to me. Whereas to a lot of these sponsors, it matters for the one video they're paying.
He's got 2 babies.
Yeah, Draw and Jazza
and Mini Jazza. So he does all. So I guess, why are we doing this vlog? Because it's an interesting process that I've been going through in these emails, trying to talk through what will work on our channel.
Content that you will enjoy while spreading the message of their product or whatever it is, if we believe in that as well. I think that's probably a reasonable way to sum it up.
Yeah. I'd like to show as much of the process as possible. Well, I reckon it would be interesting if anyone wants to be a YouTuber. It would be.
Yeah, I mean, that's really why I started this Daily Jazza channel. It's fun to show our holiday. It's fun to sort of be on our UK holiday road trip. A few thousand people, you know. But really, that first video I made, which is why I started this channel, is it's behind the scenes of being a YouTuber.
So here we are on the road to York via Peterborough, and we'll be working during the day. I'll be emailing backwards and forwards from these people, and Jazza will be instructing me.
I talk in the third person while we do it as well. Jazza will not do this. Jazza prefers to have helpful.
I come back to my favourite YouTube video. It's not even on
Dennis
YouTube.
Quaid is here.
Dennis Quaid is here. If any of you on the vlog have not watched my favourite video, Dennis Quaid is here, then you have to watch it. It's funny.
So we've just arrived to the Burleigh Estate, our little road trip halfway point. Here we are at Burleigh House. This is incredible. It's huge.
Except
this is the stables. This is where they kept the horses. This isn't the real Burleigh House. This is where they scooped up horse poop. That is absolutely gobsmacking, crazily impressive. I'm trying not to say amazing. I've said amazing so many times on this holiday, it's lost all meaning. But, I mean, what other word is there? That is just incredible.
that's the kitchen. That's the Tudor kitchen. And this is the servants' hall with all the bells. So they have strings, to the room.
These are entirely flat walls. They've created false architraves, they've used perspectives to create this amazing sense of storytelling and depth. Particularly up there is very interesting because you can see, aside from being well painted, the shadows and the light is used in such a way that it really does just stick out. It's very clever. It's very beautiful. How's this for a dive in history? The last person to sleep in that bed was Queen Victoria.
When she was a little girl.
Just one of the many bedrooms. This is absolutely mind-blowing. Every room you enter, you just sort of gasp. It's amazing. It's the same thing again, these flat ceilings and walls. this sense of depth. It's awesome. This room is very grand, but the best thing about it is its acoustics. Papa. This is a depiction of hell on the ceiling. Apparently there are the sounds of crying babies in hell. Oh no! Good boy.
Is he drinking it? Oh no! It's not, darling. That's, oh dear.
No drink. And now we're in the car and on our way to York. We have arrived to the Wall of York, or York Wall, as they call it locally.
I'm just filming a brick wall. This is really
Yes, you
boring.
are, but there's Macapaka sounds in the background, so it's okay.
It's an old brick wall, but nevertheless, I'm not sure people will be that interested. Here's some grass.
That's very nice grass. We don't have grass like that in Australia.
We don't look
It's just so soft.
grass close up.
Look at that. That's like a rug.
I'm not sure why I was told to film this. Here's a piece of rubbish.
I'm excited, okay? Stop it. So we've arrived in York and we're here for the next week. I'm pretty excited about this because I love old stuff and this is old. So we're going to have a lot of fun here. Anyways, thanks for watching today guys and we'll see you tomorrow.